Hey everybody, Daniel Mosnet here, enjoying a nice bowl of beef stew that I've smoked on the Oklahoma Joe smoker for the last couple of hours. And man, I gotta tell you, the smoke flavor from the hickory chunks and our Cowboy all natural hardwood briquettes, absolutely fantastic. It's a great way to spend a cool fall or winter day outside right around the grill. Let me show you how to make it, because it's fantastic. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our Oklahoma Joe smoker up to temperature, and we wanted this about 350 degrees. When it's up to temperature, we're gonna get a cast iron pot. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in it because we need to brown some chuck roast meat. Now this is a chuck roast. You're gonna see this in the store. It's a nice flavorful piece of meat, and typically it's a little bit less expensive. And that's kind of what we're looking to save a couple of dollars now and then. And so when you get this nice chuck roast, you want to cut this down into 1-inch cubes. So once you have this cut down into 1-inch pieces, we're going to put it right into our cast iron pan. And you can hear that sizzle. We're just going to brown this on all sides. You want to make sure that this is nice and brown because that's going to seal in all the flavor that you have with this stew meat. This is going to take about 5 to 7 minutes or so. We're going to want your grill to be a little bit hotter for. You can be up around 400, 450 as you're searing this stew meat here. So after about 5 to 7 minutes, you're gonna see that this is browned on all sides. And once that's done, you're gonna push the meat into the sides of the pan, and then we're gonna add our garlic and onions. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion. We'll let those saute there for another 5 minutes or so. Now once you've sauteed your onions and garlic so they're a little bit translucent, you're gonna add a little bit of red wine to help deglaze the pan. A little bit of red wine, a little bit of flavor also. All right, now once you've added your wine, you're gonna wanna let this reduce for about 5 to 10 minutes or so to cook out some of the alcohol and deglaze the pan. So we'll close our lid, we'll let that cook for a little bit, and then we'll add all the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so once we've let the red wine reduce by about half, we've got our beef that's all nice and brown. Boy, this is looking fantastic. We've had a little bit of smoke already get through that beef already. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of flour and a little bit of beef stock. We just wanna add a little bit of this so we can make sure that it thickens up as it's cooking. Once you have that in there, we can add some carrots. I just take baby carrots and slice them on an angle. Once we've added our carrots, we'll add our potatoes. We just use baby potatoes. You can either cut them in quarters or in half. We're almost there. Might need a little bit more liquid in here because a lot of this will evaporate off and you want a little bit of broth. We'll add some fresh thyme, my favorite to cook with. We'll add a little bit of salt. Make sure you season all the way through. We'll add a little bit more beef stock. Make sure we have enough liquid to cook with. And that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna give this a stir. We don't need any more smoke flavor at this point, so now we're just gonna cover it and we're gonna let it cook for about an hour and a half or so. When the beef starts to break down a little bit and when it's a little bit tender, you know it's done. But about 2 hours at 300 degrees, this is gonna be absolutely perfect. Okay, so now after about 2 hours, we've got fantastic hickory smoke on this beef stew. We've been cooking these over Cowboy hardwood briquettes. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. And oh, still bubbling, steaming. It smells fantastic. You can see in here we've got great pieces of chuck roast, carrots, potatoes. This is a hearty beef stew. My family's gonna love this for dinner tonight. As always, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social channels. Check out cowboycharcoal.com for all kinds of barbecue tips, tricks, and great recipes. And until next week, keep cooking with Cowboy.